The best Italian locations for an Indian wedding. Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. I'm Svetlana Krasnova from Best Indian Weddings Italy, the only wedding planning agency in Italy specialized in Indian weddings. Every day I help Indian brides and grooms-to-be realize their amazing celebrations in our beautiful country. I'm running this series of videos called SOS Indian Weddings in Italy with useful tips and advice that you won't find anywhere else. So if you are looking to host your Indian celebrations in Italy, then please subscribe to my channel, hit the bell to always keep updated with the new videos every week. The topic of this week is the best Italian locations for an Indian wedding. This topic will definitely be useful to many of you lovely Indian couples looking to get married in Italy. I always get asked about the best Italian locations for Indian weddings, the differences, how to choose them. Not all the couples have been to Italy before, and those who have maybe saw just one or two places, and it's quite hard to picture how the rest of Italy looks like. Because Italy is, yes, a small country, but also very vast and also varied, with different landscapes, different backdrops, different facilities. Consider that Italy is split into 20 regions, like counties in the UK or states in the US, but not all of them are suitable for Indian weddings. In fact, I always suggest basing your selection on your preferred backdrop rather than on a specific place. This way you would definitely have much more choice of places and of venues to choose from. Of course, there are some important aspects to pay your attention to when selecting the locations in Italy for your Indian celebrations. And I have already spoken in some of the previous videos how to avoid choosing a wrong location in Italy for your Indian celebrations. I suggest you watch that video if you haven't already. Today I want to mostly concentrate on the landscapes you can find in Italy and help you narrow down your first selection based on what kind of backdrop you would like to have for your wedding. During the calls I usually do with couples, I've noticed that we can split them into two main groups. Couples looking for a countryside views such as hills, vineyards, gardens, and couples dreaming of a body of water as a backdrop for their wedding. Mostly seaside, I would say. So I'm here today to talk about the best regions for these two main backdrops so that you can start with your selection without wasting any more time. And since this topic is quite large, I'm going to split it into two videos as well. So this week I'm speaking about the countryside, while the next week's video will be about the sea view locations. So hit the bell for the notification to not miss such informative videos. When we talk about the countryside, most Indian couples usually have Tuscany in mind. Actually, Tuscany counts the highest number of destination weddings and Indian weddings as well. Why is that? Because Tuscany offers the largest choice of venues for all couples. Venues of different types and styles, of different capacity, with different views and for different budgets as well, so that every couple can potentially find the right venue for their Indian wedding in Italy based on their priorities. Consider that a little bit more than 150 years ago, all Italian regions were distinctive states, and Tuscany was the land of the great Medici family, a rich land with many historical mansions and luxurious noble palazzos. And later on, some of them were turned into luxurious accommodations, and some others into wedding venues ready to welcome couples from all over the world. You must also know that the ancient properties usually consisted of the main owner's villa, with large indoor rooms for parties, and then other buildings such as stables, granaries, or houses for people working for the owner's family, and so on. Now, all these buildings were refurbished into typical Tuscan style, and they are now parts of properties with maybe apartments or holiday villas with swimming pool. You can also find many beautiful hamlets or typical burgos, wine estates and resorts, castles and luxurious villas. The choice is definitely large. Another aspect that favors the choice of Tuscany as the main destination for Indian couples is its position and well-developed logistics. Tuscany offers two international airports, one in Florence and one in Pisa. And being it centrally located, people can easily move to Rome, for example, or to northern part of Italy. And don't forget that Tuscany is the land of wine. Thanks to its vast vineyards and wine estates, there are plenty of chances to taste delicious Tuscan wine that makes this country famous. So, with its classic Italian Renaissance architecture, with beautiful landscapes of vineyards and cypress trees, medieval towns, Tuscany leaves everyone breathless. But Italian countryside is not just Tuscany. And now I want to talk about Umbria, Tuscany's little sister, located next door in central Italy as well. Quite similar to Tuscany, Umbria is less known abroad. However, it's a land of ancient traditions, beautiful landscapes, and full of ancient villages with stone walls, towers, evocative churches, and monasteries. Actually referred to as the green heart of Italy, Umbria has untouched green and fertile countryside, much of it wooded and hilly. It has slowly become a desert destination for those couples dreaming of the countryside wedding with more intimate and tranquil charm. Umbria is a bit more rustic, and while it is undiscovered by the masses, making it less touristy and giving it a truly authentic feel, wedding venues in Umbria often have similar characteristics to those of Tuscany. Couples looking for that old-age Italian charm in an authentic, well-preserved atmosphere often search for that rustic feel that Umbria offers. Wedding venues in Umbria typically have large gardens and green spaces where to host various events of your celebrations. Also, accommodation tends to be easily accessible in Umbria as well, but there is less choice of villas than it is in the sister Tuscany. Another less-known Italian region that I want to present you today is Piedmont in northern Italy. It's famous for its gastronomic specialties, including renowned Barolo and Barbaresco wines, white truffles and delicious cheeses, making it a hot destination for food lovers from around the globe. Destination weddings, however, are still new to Piedmont, being it overshadowed by the more well-known regions of Italy. And for an Indian wedding, Piedmont is an ideal location because it manages to offer charming venues such as villas surrounded by vineyards, which are ideal for an all-in-one solution. Being located in northern Italy, Piedmont has a shorter summer season than Italian southern regions, but an advantage is that since the region is relatively unknown for destination weddings, you can book shortly in advance. Piedmont also offers lower prices for a midweek wedding, and it's ideal if you are looking to get a hold of your budget. It's also a very elegant location, and there are many ancient castles, being it the land of the last Italian king from the Savoy family. So definitely a good choice for a wedding in a new and less explored place, where you can also taste some of the most famous Italian wines and goodies. And speaking about wine, I want to present you Veneto region as well, the land of Prosecco. Do you love Prosecco? I'm sure you do. Veneto is a large area where you can also find some famous Italian cities such as Venice and Verona, so that you also have the possibility to visit these famous places as well outside of your events. Veneto region is mostly flat land, however there are also large hilly areas covered by vineyards, beautiful to see and explore. Most of the wedding venues here are villas without accommodation on site or with just a few rooms, so that you would need to choose a hotel where to stay altogether and then move to the villa on the wedding day. The choice of such villas is really huge here, and many of them are truly impressive, being in the land of the famous architect Palladio, who lived in the Renaissance era and built villas for many noble families, impressive mansions with large staircases and frescoed ceilings. On the other hand, not all of them use indoor spaces for events, being them under the safeguard of the Fine Arts Ministry. So Veneto region is truly a hidden gem of Italy that is worth exploring if you are looking for a one-of-a-kind experience. As you see, Italy is not just an abstract postcard, but rather an infinite variety of landscapes, and even the countryside is not the same in all of Italy, and it varies from place to place. There are also climatic conditions to consider, and according to the period you've chosen for your wedding, one place may be better than another for its weather. Actually, we have a very useful tool that is the Location Navigator that shows how to better match the landscape with the season and the type of venue you have in mind for your wedding. I've put the link for you in the description. That's all for today. Thank you for watching this video that I hope was helpful to better understand the possibilities you have in Italy for a countryside wedding. Stay tuned for the next week's video where I will present you some of the best sea view Italian locations. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel, follow Best Indian Weddings Italy on Facebook and Instagram, comment in the post, and I will be happy to answer. See you next week!